In this week's episode of Grace's Girls Club, I am joined by my friend Melissa. Melissa, if you could please tell us your name, your title, and the company you work for.
Hi, Grace. My name is Melissa Marty. I am the Chief Financial Officer here at Huntsville Utilities.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so glad that you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your job. CFO is no small feat. Huntsville Utilities is a major company. Walk me through your job, through your day-to-day.
So every day is a little bit different. I have three different departments that report up under me, including customer service, accounting, and budget and rates. I deal with a wide variety of topics each day, a lot of them dealing with math, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So that leads perfectly into my next question. Of the letters in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, which letter or letters would you say most applies to your job as CFO?
So there's actually two, technology and math.
Okay.
Technology is a huge part of our organization, from our billing systems to the accounting software to the way we budget our plans for the future. And as of course, math is a big part of that as well, because if you don't tell the computer systems to do the right math, you can have problems.
Major problems, and I imagine people wouldn't be that excited about it. So walk me through what type of schooling you went through, what type of degree you have educationally. How did you get to the point where you are today?
So that's very interesting. When I was in high school, I took several classes in the math and engineering area. I took a calculus class, I took a drafting class, and I took a bookkeeping class. I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I had interests in those three areas. I actually won the calculus award in high school, so I was very adept at math, and I had a wonderful mentor in high school. Turns out I wanted to be an architect, but I'm not very good at drawing. Um, but but bookkeeping really fit into a category that I was comfortable with. It's almost like solving a puzzle. You're trying to make things match and equal out. So between the math and the bookkeeping accounting area, I went off to college, and I thought really long and hard about being a math major. And I took several classes along that route through the actuarial study sciences. But in the end, accounting won out. And I have an undergraduate degree in accounting, and I have a master's degree in business administration. I'm also a certified public accountant.
Okay, so I actually really like that story. I kind of share with you that I didn't fully know what I wanted to do until I kind of fell into it, essentially through process of elimination to other things. And
Yeah.
I feel like so often women in STEM, and it's terrific for them, but so often they know what they've wanted to do since they were 9, 10, 11 years old. But it's just as easy and just as fulfilling to be in the STEM field, even if you kind of fall into it a little bit later.
Yes, absolutely. I have always enjoyed solving puzzles, and I think that was one of the things that attracted me to this accounting field was it's like solving a puzzle.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I know you kind of touched on your interest as getting into the field, but what is the best part of your job? Where you work at Huntsville Utilities, what is the best part of what you get to do every day?
It's the people, which is very interesting when you're talking about STEM. But I find that I really enjoy working with people and solving problems together. One of the things that I've learned a lot from my customer service group, and I've taught them some things about accounting and how things flow through our system. We tend to silo information as we get into our jobs and our fields, and we stay in that lane. But the more we can spread that information across the organization, the better we are.
Absolutely, absolutely. So walk me through that was the best part of your job. Walk me through some of the challenges that you face every day. What are some of the red ticket priority one items that you have to get every day and then problem solve a solution to?
That's right. It's the people. um, I, it's so funny because we are only as good as our processes, and if our people don't understand our processes, then we have challenges on that. So the processes and making sure that the people understand them are one of the biggest challenges that we have, and our processes are changing. So we constantly have that challenge to get our people up to speed on new processes.
Hmm.
Um, there's, but there's good and bad to both. I love to teach people the processes. So for me, that challenge is also a reward.
Absolutely. And that's a great thing that you touched on. That's something that tends to come up in a lot of these Grace's Girls Club interviews. As much as we are women in STEM, it's so much more than just the science, technology, engineering, and math. It's the leadership. It's the bedside manner for a lot of the doctors that I've talked to. It's the compassion. There's so many other things about being kind and being a woman than there is just being a woman in STEM. And you really need both to succeed.
You really absolutely do. And that's one of the things that I try very hard every day is to focus on what I would call soft skills to understand where people are coming from and help connect with them. Technology is easy in many respects, but it tends to be consistent in ways that you apply it, whereas people are all different and we have to meet them where they are.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Melissa, I have a feeling I know the answer to this question, but if you could do
Mhm.
it all over again, would you choose your career all over?
I would. I really would. Yes.
That's awesome. So, one last thing, I know how busy you are. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but if you had a message to young girls or young students in general who were interested in joining the STEM force one day, what would you tell them?
Mhm. I would tell them to be persistent, to explore all the fields in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and to believe in themselves and find a mentor, find someone who can help you explore some of those different areas.
Absolutely. That's great advice. So much of what we learn is from the pioneers that came before us and learning from not only the successes they've had, but even some of the mistakes they've had as well.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, Melissa, Marty, thank you so much for joining, Chief Financial Officer at Huntsville Utilities. It is a blessing to have you a part of the Girls Club, and we appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Grace. Have a good one.
Have a great day. Thanks.